and good morning. Thank you for joining us today for this edition of our virtual rhythm circle. Can I get a drum roll? Woo! All right, let's go. I'm Kathleen Simler. I'm the Senior Manager of Communications for AARP Michigan, and I'm just so thrilled that all of you are here with us. We'd love to know where you're watching from, so go ahead and drop a note in the chat. So we can see. I know people join us from all over the country. It's probably pretty early over there on the West Coast, but good morning to you. I'm tuning in from Oakland County, Michigan. In Michigan, we like to point out our hand. I'm right about here. And I got to tell you, it's beautiful springtime here. The lilacs are blooming, and spring is definitely in the air. So what better way for us to refresh our minds and our spirits on this spring day than through the power of rhythm? You know, we're so thrilled to have you here for this special session led by the one and only Kevin Bujo Jones. Bujo is a percussionist, a band leader, producer, a music educator at Michigan State University, and he spent a lifetime inspiring joy and movement and connection through music, and we're going to experience all that today. But, you know, today is not just about fun. It's also a workout for your brain. AARP knows from research that engaging in rhythmic activities like this one can boost brain health, improve memory, and yes, even lift our moods. And it doesn't hurt that it's a lot of fun too. So if you're new to our rhythm circle, you're going to discover pretty quickly that this class lifts the soul. So whether you're here to groove or to connect with others in the chat or to simply try something new, I want to tell you that you're in the right place. So let's tap into the energy of May and shake off stress and get our brains and souls moving to the beat. Bujo is here with us today with his wonderful wife, Martine. She's a musician in her own right, but she's not a percussionist. And so she's going to just help lead us through this rhythmic journey. And we're so glad she's here. Now it's time for me to step behind the camera and let Bujo and Martine get us grooving. But before I do, I want to quickly tell you about an upcoming virtual event AARP is having on Thursday, May 29th at 1 p.m. We're going to be hosting a session on positive strategies for dementia caregiving. We know a lot of you out there are helping care for loved ones or have friends and family members who are doing that, and they need support and help. So if that event is something that might be helpful to you or someone you know, you'll find a link to it in the chat that you can share. And as always, our events are free. So now let's get to it with today's Rhythm Circle. Bujo, take it away.
Good morning, and thank you, Kathleen. I'm Kevin Bujo Jones. This is my lovely and wonderful wife, Martine Dalton Jones. She is here every time for every session that we do here at AARP for our rhythm circle. She's joining us despite injury. She injured her shoulder last week trying to move furniture, trying to clean, doing some spring cleaning. So she's going to power through with us today. She was thinking about not doing it, but she's gonna try to power through with you. Anyway, I'm joining you from Kentwood, Michigan, just right outside of Grand Rapids. Yes, and I am a professor at Michigan State University, where I teach African diaspora percussion. And one of the reasons why I do these rhythm circles, when I was asked about almost 5 years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago, would I do these rhythm circles is because of the purpose. And the purpose of our rhythm circles and the reason why AARP is doing this is to improve brain health. So myself, I am a survivor of severe brain injury. I had about 13 years ago. See, my memory's bad already. Back in 2013, so 12 years ago, I experienced a subdural hematoma and had to have subsequent brain surgery or emergency brain surgery. And so it took me a while to get back on my feet, to get my balance. And one of the things that my doctor told me was, after about 2 months of convalescing, she told me, she's like, get out and go out and play the drum. It'll be very good for you. And I thought maybe I should. But by that time, it was actually November and it was pretty cold. So, but I did get out and play the drum. I did drum with some other people. Eventually, I went back to teaching, and I healed very, very quickly. So this is good. Music in general is really, really important and good for you to participate in some way or another. Music, dance. Because it really challenges your memory. So today we're gonna start by challenging your memory. But first of all, what we want to do is I'm going to show you. This is my drum. It's called a djembe drum. The djembe is from West Africa, from the Mali Empire. If you don't have a drum at home like this, you can play what's known as a conga drum, or if you don't have any kind of drum, you can use something around the house to play. So I always show this because this is a coffee container, Folgers roast, or you can play it with your hand. Right, so you can, anything that you can find, a Tupperware, or even a little TV tray, or some sort of table, to try to make the sounds and the rhythm. The most important part is trying to play the rhythm. And if you're adverse to using your hands or a stick, or you don't have anything like that, you can always use our Orville Redenbacher's popcorn. You can see. Okay, so you can make sounds, right? I think it's pretty cool. I really actually love this. I actually recorded some music with this. Anyway, we also have a bell. This is a traditional bell that my sister-in-law brought back from Ghana. Right? So you can play on a piece of wood, or if you have a stick, or even an old utensil or something. So let's get started. Like every session that we do at the Rhythm Circle, I go through the basic sounds of the hand drum. So this can be applied to a djembe or a conga drum or any other kind of drum that you may have. So there's many different types of drums from the African diaspora. But you'll find that there's 3 basic sounds. These sounds are tone, bass, and slap. Tone, bass, and slap. So to create a tone sound, what you want to do is to put your hands like so, like here, like a ready position, and you want to hold your hand flat, right? Almost like a karate chop, right? Hold your hand flat, have your knuckles line up with the circumference of the drum, okay? And you just want to come, and your energy that you want to do is like, you want it when you strike the drum, or from your knuckles down to the pad of your hand, from here to here, right? And just come down, holding your hand flat, and strike the drum like so. I'm gonna try to put your right in. But come right off the drum. So if you hold it down, you'll mute the drum. So you want to, as soon as you strike the drum, you want to come off. Nice. Good. So that's a tone sound. You could try it with both hands. Just use your wrist. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay? So the next sound is a bass sound. And you create the bass sound by using your palm and all of your fingers and moving your hand a little bit towards the center of the drum, like so. So you can see, I'm gonna tilt my drum like so, right? So everybody try that. Very good. So the last sound is a slap sound. And just a disclaimer before we get into the slap sound is that it took me an entire year when I first started playing to produce the sound, this particular sound on a regular basis. So if you have a drum and you can't produce that sound, please don't beat yourself up, okay? Because it's very difficult. So the slap sound sounds like this. So what I'm doing is I'm placing my hand and letting my fingertips sort of create the sound. So I'm actually hitting here first, and then my fingertips are coming down afterwards. So let's try a slap sound, okay? Very good. Very good. Okay. So if you can't do it, please don't get start beating yourself up. Give yourself some grace. Okay. So we have tone, bass, and slap. Right? Try that. Right. Okay. So the first rhythm that we're going to learn really involves mainly just almost all basses and tones. So we're going to learn this. So we're going to start out with our first note, which is a bass sound, like so. So repeat after me. Very good. Mm-hmm. So whatever you have, try to get the low sound out of your drum or Tupperware, wherever you have that you're using. Okay. So the next sound is going to be a tone. So we're going to go bass tone. Everybody try that. Bass tone. Very good. So now the relationship is going to change. So we're going to go. The next sound is a bass sound. So we're going to play bass, tone, bass. Bass, tone, bass. Okay? Okay. So they want to know, Muriel wants to know, how do you make the tone sound again? Okay. So the tone sound, you want to make sure that your hand is flat. Okay. Make sure your hand is flat. And then line your knuckles up with the rim of the drum. And you want to come down, and your energy, the emphasis is right in here, down towards the pad of your hand. So let me turn it even more. Okay? So back to the rhythm. So we've gotten 3 notes so far. Bass, tone, bass. So try that. Bass, tone, bass. Bass, tone, bass. Again, bass, tone, bass. Bass, tone, bass. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to introduce one more note, which is another tone. So that makes 4 notes. 4. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Bass, tone, bass, tone. Try that. Bass, tone, bass, tone. 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 Okay, so that's it. So there's 4 notes. Bass is the first note. Second note is a tone. Third note is a bass. And the 4th note is a tone. So I'm playing with my right hand, and the tones are, my right hand is all playing all the basses, and my left hand is playing all the tones. Bass, tone, 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 bass, tone. Right? Okay. So let's try it together very slowly. Bass, tone, bass, tone, like this. Tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. 1, 2, 3, play, and. Okay, good. Let us know how you're doing out there, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Okay, very good. Let us know how you're doing, whether you need us to slow down, or you're doing okay, or you have a question, okay? So this is kind of like a, I guess you would call it, this isn't a traditional rhythm necessarily, but sort of a reggaeton rhythm, I guess. I don't know exactly. But I teach this when I was teaching in K through 12, I used to use this. It was very easy, and the kids loved it. Right? So let's try to pick up the tempo or the speed just a little bit, okay? So we go bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. Like there? Is that good for everybody? Bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone. 1, 2, ready, and play. Good. How you doing? stop. 1, 2, 3, and stop. Let us know how you're doing, okay? All right, so, excuse me. In African diaspora drumming, in particular, there is what we call a break or a signal, and this is okay. Okay, L'Oreal, please repeat the type of drum Martine and Bujo are playing, and does the sound change over time and with use? Okay, so L'Oreal. So again, this drum is called a djembe. You will find it spelled D-J-E-M-B-E, djembe, right? Some people spell it J-E-M-B-E. The D is silent, so some people just spell it J-E-M-B-E. It's a sort of a colonial French thing, putting the D before a before another consonant. Anyway, djembe, D-J-E-M-B-E, and does the sound change over time? Yes, it does. So djembes are made basically. These are rope tuned djembes. The original djembe was not tuned like this with the ropes, and we usually the preferred skin type is of goat skin. And the goat skin obviously is a much thinner skin than, say, rawhide or skin from a cow or an antelope or whatever, another different type of larger animal. Goat skin is thin. A lot of times they either take it from the back or the belly. If it's from the belly, it's a thinner skin. If it's from the back, it's thicker. But yes, because it is an animal skin, it changes with the weather, with the humidity or the dryness. So if it's hot and dry, the drum will sound higher. If it's very humid, wet and humid, the drum will go lower. This is just like physics. All right. So yeah, it does change over time and with wear and tear. Some djembes you can find in the store, like a Guitar Center or a place like that, that have synthetic skins. I don't really prefer that sound. It doesn't really sound like a djembe to me, but some people prefer it because they don't have to go through getting their head changed, which is which you have to go to someone who specializes in that particular thing. So anyway, so back to, I can go into detail, but we only have an hour about the care of djembes and how they're made and the structure, etc. You okay? Okay. So I have to check on my wife because she's not feeling well. The shoulder. So play very lightly.
Yes.
Okay, just no. Okay. So I was saying that in African diaspora drumming, you will find what they call different types of signals. Like they don't start the rhythm out or end the rhythm by going 1, 2, 3, 4, like clicking, like in the rock concert, they clicking their sticks, say 1, 2, 3, 4, like. But in music in general, you'll find cues inside of the music. So when you hear in modern music, you might hear at the end of a phrase, you might hear a little fill, right? That's like a signal. That's telling the other musicians and the listener that you're getting ready to change or to put a period on the end of a phrase, right? This particular signal one of the common signals or breaks is this. So listen carefully. Right? That's true for a lot of rhythms, and especially in African music, you'll hear that if it's in 4/4. Okay? So let's learn that signal. Okay? Okay, so repeat after me. Good. Good. Uh-huh. So there's just eight. There's eight notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 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 So I'm going to play it slower to make sure everyone has it. Again. One more time. Right? Okay. 1, 2. So the tempo is here. That's the pulse. Go, go, do, go, go, do, go, go. Go, go, do, go, go, do, go, go. Go, go, do, go, go, do, go, go. Go, go, do, go, 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 go. 1, 2, ready, play, and again. 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 Okay. All right. So we're going to start out the rhythm and end the rhythm with that signal or break. Okay. So it's going to sound like this to begin. And to end, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, signal. Okay? So let's all try to do that together. All right? We'll start out with the signal, we'll play the rhythm, and then we'll play the signal again. Okay? So it's like a signal sandwich. Signal sandwich.
Put that on the menu.
Yeah, put it on the menu. Hold the mail. Anyway, let me stop. Okay. All right. So we'll go nice and easy. Go, 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 go. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, signal. Rhythm. Bass, 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 bass. Nice. How's everybody doing out there? Bass, 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 bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 2. Bass, 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 bass. Okay, now we're going to end Very good. Okay. All right. So now we're going to expand. We're going to make it a little bit more, what to say, more interesting, right? Yeah. So we're going to make it a little bit more interesting. So what I want you to do is we're going to play this rhythm 3 times and stop. Okay? So we're going to play 1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop. Okay? Let's try it 3 times. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay. So now what I want you to do is we're going to play 5 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you play that? Tone, 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 tone. Okay, so what we're going to do, when we get to after that 3rd time, we're going to play the 5 tones. Okay, so this makes the rhythm have a longer phrase. A longer phrase. So what is a phrase? Just like we have phrases when we speak, you know, and drumming is a language. So you don't want to repeat yourself all the time. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to play 1, 3, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Very good. I know it was a little fast and complicated, but you see how it makes the phrase longer instead of just playing this the whole time. Right? So you have like a phrase that's 2 measures or 4 measures long, however you want to count it. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to move on. We're not going to leave the rhythm, but we're adding on top of this. Now, this is called the rhythm circle. So we just learned a rhythm, and so just so we can go back and relate this to brain health, right? So we have a rhythm that's has 4 notes in it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? We have a signal that has how many notes in it? 8 notes, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass, bass tone, right? So we have that. We have a signal, 8 notes in the signal, right? And then we just added on to the rhythm to make a phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So all of a sudden we have a lot of counting, right? A lot of counting happening. Okay? So when we have to remember things like phone numbers and sometimes with smartphones, cell phones now, you don't have to, you just press the person's name, it's already entered in there. But after you do something, multiple times, time and time and time and time and time again, it reinforces something in your brain, so your memory gets better, right? For instance, I can remember my auntie's phone number because I called it all the time, right? All the time. I remember it's 201-568-1510. Like, I remember that phone number since I was a kid, and I haven't called her number in years, but it's
Still there.
It's still there. I remember my first teacher's phone number, 201-837-1842. That was my first teacher. And he hadn't lived in his house, in his house where he grew up for 50 years. But I can remember it because they're numbers I used to call all the time, and I've written it down a million times. I've called a million times, before we had cell phones, right? So, and of course I can remember my wife's number, but I'm not saying it on air. Because I have to enter it when it's like, when I go to Walgreens or whatever for our perks, anyway. So the reinforcement of doing something over and over again is a real thing in brain health, right? So if you can, I think you'll be able to go back and watch this video again and practice with it, right? Okay. So we're just going to move on. We were talking about, this is the rhythm circle, but in African diaspora music, one of the traits of African diaspora music is that it's polyrhythmic, meaning that there are many rhythms happening at the same time. Polyrhythms means there's many rhythms happening at the same time. So we're going to learn another rhythm that can go with this particular rhythm that we just learned. Oh, Muriel. Okay, so Muriel, yes and no. Is that bass tone, bass tone, bass? So the basic rhythm is bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass, tone, bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, bass, tone, bass, tone. But when you do it 3 times, and then you're going to play a bass on the 4th time, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yes and no, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4th time, you're going to play bass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, I can't, if we were in a live in a circle, a real circle, I would be able to address that and get your response right away. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm going to do it slow from Muriel, okay? So 1, 2, 3, bass, turn. 1, 2, bass, 3, turn, bass, 4. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that answers your question. Okay, so we're going to go to the alternate rhythm, or what they would say accompaniment rhythm, a rhythm that accompanies other rhythms, okay? So what I'm teaching today, what we're doing today is accompaniment rhythm, okay? So normally I would teach this, the first note of this rhythm would be a slap, but if you can't do a slap, a tone is fine, okay? So, but I'm gonna play a slap. So first note with my right hand, if you're right-handed. If you're left-handed, you could do it opposite, okay? Right? Slap, bass. Slap, bass. 2. Slap, bass. 2. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1. Repeat after me. 2. Again. One more time and stop. Okay? So this rhythm also has 4 notes. 4. The first 2 are slap, bass. Slap, bass. Okay? The next 2 notes are 2 tones, but they're closer together than the slap and the bass. So we're going to play slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Right? Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. Slap, bass, tone, tone. And bass, tom tom. Slap, bass, tom tom. Rest. Slap, bass, tom tom. 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 One, two, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Slap, bass, tom tom. Slap, bass, tom tom. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're gonna play the signal. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, A. Very good, very good, very good. Good job. So how does that fit with what we learned before? So that rhythm is going to be played simultaneously. Now this is the difficult part because a lot of people can't hear polyrhythms. They're stacked on top of each other. And they're put together almost like a puzzle. So, which rhythm is easiest for you? You want to do, I'll do that one. Can you play? So my wife and I will demonstrate how this will go. So I'll have you start, play the slap bass. wasn't. She said it wasn't fair. So anyway, so we have all of these rhythms going on. We have a lot of different things to remember. And I'm sure that some of you might find it difficult. But what I do is I teach, I actually teach, you can go to some quote unquote rhythm circles where people are just pounding out anything. They're just playing in, and so to me, that's not, huh?
Metal rock djembe.
Metal rock djembe. So that can be fun, but it's almost like it's like going to the park and playing basketball and there's no rules, right? Or playing softball and there's no rules. Like you can, go hit the ball and go directly to second base. That's not really fun. You know what I mean? So there is certain criteria that you have all of the, like, let's play something easy, something that everybody can play. You know what I mean? So, I'm not, we're not playing baseball at Tiger Stadium or Yankee Stadium or Citi Field. We're playing in the little league field, so I hope that's a good analogy that people can understand. Instead of playing a 5-on-5 full court basketball court, we're playing on we're playing in the backyard, in somebody's driveway or something. So I want to make this easy, but I also want it to sound good, sound like we're actually doing something. So that's the way I teach. With the time we have left, we're going to do one more rhythm, very simple, not a lot. This rhythm actually requires no slaps, so we don't have to play a slap, and I just wanted to give you a rhythm with a different feel to it. So this rhythm, it's very common rhythm in a lot of different African diaspora musics, from Cote d'Ivoire, from West Africa, all the way to Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, it's called Sika, and it has other names, not Sika, I'm sorry, excuse me, Bomba. But anyway, so what I want everybody to do is play a bass sound on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, bass. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now the rest of the notes are just 3 tones. Okay? Repeat after me. Nice. So we're going to play bass. So when we repeat it, it'll sound like this. Bass. Bass. It's like a 1, 2. Very good. Okay, so you've learned 1, 2, 3, 4 rhythms. You learned about a signal. Today we learned rhythms in 4/4. So just to review, you had. Then we had. And then we learned. We learned the signal, right? And then we just learned one of the bomba rhythms, or rhythm from Ivory Coast, actually. Based. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so our next rhythm circle will be July 12th. July 12th at 10 a.m. Please register. There is in the chat, you will find the place to go, the link to go register. So I want to thank all of my friends at AARP of Michigan. And I want to thank you for tuning in and allowing me to play some rhythms with you and have some joy. So remember that any kind of learning, doesn't matter, is good for brain health, especially music, dance, all of the arts. Really, really, really good for brain health. And so I want you to, feel joy. Put on some music when you're at home, even if you're cleaning, with the vacuum, you can move and groove with the vacuum. Or if you're in a car, beat out some rhythms on your dashboard or on your thigh, learn a song, sing. All of these things are really, really, really uplifting. They're joyful, and they really help stimulate the receptors in your brain. So with that, we're going to sign off. I appreciate you coming on and learning a little bit about drumming. And we will see you on July 12th. Thank you so much. You have a great, great, great week, and we'll see you soon. Enjoy the sunshine.